Hello everybody and welcome to our top 100 games of all time. Today we are doing 60 through 51. If you have a 60 through 51 favorite games, let us know in the comments below. Let's get into it. My name is Michael.
And I'm Janela.
And we're gaming up with the Joneses. Start us off at 60.
At 60, I have a very popular game. It is called Azul.
Oh wow, that's low. That dropped. Oh, sorry. This is later, but
He just got distracted by his shoe.
yeah, I did.
He looked at the game and was like, whoa.
I can't believe that dropped.
You gotta go.
All right. Anyway, Azul.
Azul, best thing I love about this game,
It looks like
it's the artwork. We honestly haven't played it that much and don't own it yet, so that's why it's in my 60th spot. It's an interesting game. I'll let you explain.
Yeah, because you probably forgot. So you have different groups of coaster-looking things with these little tiles on it, and you grab all the tiles from one of those coasters of one color, and then put them on your board. But if you over put them on your board, if you put too many, then they start being negative points, so that kind of hurts.
Oh, yeah.
And then all the other tiles you didn't pick go in the middle, and then somebody can grab all of one color in the middle too. So yeah, it's that easy. The scoring's a little weird looking, but I guess it's easy. But that's the gist of the game, really, is that add stuff to your thing and try not to go too much.
Yep.
Pretty fun game.
That's my number 60, Azul.
I don't know what I was speaking that language there, but right.
Okay then. If anybody understood that, put it down in the comments.
There you go. They're gonna start like typing in gibberish. Alright, my number 60 is Mysterium. Mysterium is new to the list this year, and it is a game where you have one player play as the ghost who hides behind a screen, giving people clues of pictures. They're not allowed to talk. And then all the other players it's cooperative. You're on a team trying to figure out your suspects, your murder or your suspect, the room and the murder weapon, just like Clue, but it's cooperative Clue. It's a lot better than Clue. It is the Clue killer, and that is Mysterium.
My number 59 is a game that has already been mentioned in a previous video. It is Downforce.
Oh.
Yeah, so number 59. If you haven't watched that previous video, you should go check it out. But it is a racing game.
Yeah, it is a racing game where you don't just move your cars, you move other players' cars.
Why am I like...
And you're betting on stuff.
I have too many games in my head right now. I'm like, I can't think of it specifically.
Her brain's fried because we just played Le Havre.
Yup. We, like you said in that video, we used to own this game, and in the process of like moving from his mom's over to his dad's, and then over to our house that we bought, over all those span of like 5 years, I don't know what happened to the game.
It's been 7 years, I think.
Has it?
Almost. Yeah, 6.5.
Dang.
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
I don't know what happened to the game. Last we knew it was at his mom's house, but it's not there, so we either need to get another copy or find something out, because
We just need to get Heat when it comes into print. Heat is gonna kill it anyway. Heat is. Oh yeah, I can't talk about that game yet. Okay, are you done?
No.
Oh, well, keep talking then.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
That is my number 59, Downforce.
All right, my number 59 was number 10 last year.
Oh, is that why you went?
No, this isn't even the one I freaked out about. I freaked out about a different one.
What the?
It is a streamlined version of a game that was my number 100, and that is One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. We've played a lot of...
We played the crap out of that game.
Yeah.
So we play one night Ultimate Werewolf, and on that game, it's just like regular Werewolf, except for it's only one night. And if the werewolves vote out a villager, the werewolf wins. And if everybody votes out a werewolf, the villagers win. So it's way easier. Everybody does their roll once, and so it's a lot faster. You get to be other people more. It takes 5 minutes a game. So
super fast.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a hit for with our family.
It's a really good party game, too.
Yep.
So that is my number 59, One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
My number 58 is Calico.
Oh, wow.
This is a cat game, so if you're a cat person, this is definitely a game to get. So this game, you have a board in the center. You have 3 different goals that you can try and accomplish. You have a whole bag filled with tiles that are like cool looking patterns that you can pick from, and you're trying to get your tiles around your 3 different goals. I can't remember specifically, but I think one of them's like you have to get 2 of each pattern around it. Like all on the other one's like you have to get all different types of patterns, and then I think the other one was like, I can't remember actually.
Maybe colors?
I think so. I think it is colors. But again, it's almost like Tetris too, because your board isn't very big, so you're trying to make sure you fit all of your spots up, but then also like not messing yourself up with picking up the wrong pattern at the wrong time. And obviously everybody else is trying to do the same thing, so they could be taking that same pattern that you want right before you do, and then you're just like, what the heck. So yeah, this is also another big hit at our local board game store. So yeah, that is my number 58, Calico.
My number 58 was my number 20 last year, but I would say it bumped up to my top 5 for a little bit.
Is this the one?
At the beginning of the year, yes, and then dropped back down because I just didn't play it as much, but I got like really into it for a while. And that is chess.
Oh.
And chess at number 58.
Is that what you want?
I go through like phases of this because I think it's the best game ever and play it over and over and over online or whatever. But it's slowly been played out a little bit. I still play like daily games. But yeah, chess, basic chess game. Well, plus all the variants of chess, I guess, if you could think of, because we started playing a bunch of variants and got into that. Even 4-player chess, all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of different chess. But yeah, that's pretty fun. I put it in the room.
Yeah, it's like they were sitting up there, but now we got it all organized to all these different ones up there.
Yeah, chess wasn't good enough for the shelf, so I'm just kidding. Well, actually, we do have one chess board, but it's the one we don't use. But yeah, that is my number 58, chess.
This is the one where you went,
Yes, this is the one where I was like, wow, that dropped a lot.
All right. At number 57, I have Everdell. Everdell is a game that, again, has done a really great job with the artwork. Super cool looking creatures and just fantastic job with the artwork. Not to mention the tree that you can build and then add the components to that. I didn't realize too how many different expansions this game had. We went to a big store over in a big town kind of close to where we live, and I was just surprised by the amount of expansions that there was. Yeah, this game, you have a variety of different things you can do. You have like some cards that you can draw from by paying the cost of them. Then you have like kind of worker placement to get resources, and then yeah, whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins.
Yep. After 4 seasons, I think. Because after the season, you get 1 extra worker, and then after the last season, you get 2 more, I think. And I think there's 8 expansions out, but I could be wrong. And I heard like 2 of them are like mandatory.
And another thing I heard about that is with all the expansions, you take up way too much space, I guess.
Apparently.
Because even with just the base game, I feel like we take up quite a bit of space.
Oh, yeah. Because that tree takes up like half a table.
So I can't even imagine how much space it would take up adding that amount of expansions. So yeah, that is my number 57, Everdell.
My number 57 was 28 last year, and we have not played it in over a year. which is probably why it dropped, because I think this game would go up a bit. And it's crazy because you haven't named it yet, but I'm assuming it'll be on your list. And that is Smartphone Inc. Smartphone Inc. is a game where you take simultaneous action at the beginning and you're putting two little things with a bunch of symbols on it and you stack them however you want, and whatever symbols are showing, you get to get all that stuff that turn. A few storage containers, that represents like your inventory of phones, and then you can sell them later. And I can't remember what the other stuff is because it's been a while, but it's really easy. But it's really weird how it works, how you get those two things. Everybody gets the same little two things to put on top of each other. And you're expanding your areas and getting new technologies and all sorts of stuff. So that game's pretty fun. It's pretty fast. I heard it's really good. I don't think we've ever played more than just us two.
I don't think so either.
So it's one we really need to play with more people, because I heard it's best at 5.
Oh wow.
Which is crazy because most games are like, 5 players takes too long. It's a game we need to try out with 5 people.
Yeah.
But that is my number 57, Smartphone Inc.
My number 56 is a game you've already mentioned in the previous video.
Pandemic?
No, 7 Wonders Architects.
Wow, that's a lot higher on your list than I thought it would be.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't think you liked it.
I think the biggest thing I did like about it was that it was pretty fast. Like we had mentioned in the previous video, instead of like trying to build all the different wonders, you start off with like your wonder and you're trying to get stuff to build yours, but you can only pick like the 2 different decks that are to the side of you, to the right or the left, or picking blindly from the middle. You have, is it cats that allow you to look in the middle? There's like a cat symbol. Depending on a card you play, it gives you like a cat symbol. So if you have the cat symbol, when it comes back around to your turn, you can look at 2 cards in the center.
No, I think you can look at the card
Just one
in
card?
the center and choose if you want it or not, I think.
Okay.
Right?
I think so.
It's either that or you get to look at 2 and pick one. Something like that. Either
but
way.
But it lets you like look ahead of time, before you get to pick. And then what else?
That's really about it.
That is really about it.
You got the science way, the military way, but instead of winning that way, you just like, with the science, you unlock new abilities to help you get points faster. And then with the military, if you win the military battle, you get like 3 points or something every time a battle happens.
Yeah, that's right.
So I went the military way and that did not work out.
No, it didn't.
I got last.
But yeah, that was a pretty fast, easy game that we don't own yet either, so we'll have to see. Like you said in the last video too, we have yet to buy the actual 7 Wonders game, so it's definitely on our list of one of the games to get. That is my number 56, 7 Wonders Architects.
I didn't know this one was new to the list. Number 56. I thought we had this a year ago, but it must be just about a year old since we got it. And that is Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North. Which is crazy because it used to be, I would have put it higher. Oh, we haven't played it for a while. We played it like 3 times when we got it and then haven't played it for a while.
Yeah.
It's, I guess, a worker placement game with 2 little workers, and then you can flip them over to the adjacent spaces next to it after you place it, because you have 5 different places you can put the worker on, and I guess you can do that twice. And then you also have cards you can play, little fields and stuff that produce your goods if you go to those locations to produce your goods. And then on top of that, you can either do a short voyage or long voyage to get goods and stuff, as if you went and raided stuff or whatever. So yeah, I heard it's just like 51st State, but a more family-friendly look, I guess. I don't know. But that is my number 56, Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North.
My number 55 is Lords of Waterdeep. This is a game that we played at the board game store. Another member there that goes there quite a bit brought it with him to play, and Michael always likes to mention that at this game, him and the owner of the game that had brought it were like head to head the majority of the game. I was just kind of like, laying low. And then out of nowhere, I came and beat them. So yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
likes
were.
to mention that.
Me and him were building buildings and everything, and somehow she still showed up to win. So.
I think you have like different characters you can pick.
It's mostly just a worker placement, and you're grabbing cubes. But each color cube represents like a type of class of people you're getting to do quests for you. And yeah.
Yeah, that is my number 55, Lords of Waterdeep.
My number 55 is new to the list this year, and it is Hues and Cues. Yeah, that's pretty high for a party game for me. But I think it's a crossover. I think you already had it earlier.
Yeah.
But Hues and Cues is a game where the whole board's just a bunch of different colors, and on your turn of being a clue giver, you give a clue of a card that you pick up. You pick one of the 4 colors that it shows, and you give a clue on it. And you're trying to get them as close to it, because you score points if you're the clue giver on their turns of how close they are. But if you're not the clue giver, you're still trying to get close, because you get points yourself if you guess close. The closer you are to it, I think it's like double points if you land on it, and like adjacent's worth a point or 2, something like that. Yeah. But all they're allowed to do is say one word that is supposed to be with the color. So I don't know, like this table is brown. If your color looked like this table, you could just say table. Oh no, that is one of the rules. You can't say anything in the room, actually.
Yeah, that's
so you wouldn't be allowed to say table. My bad. So I don't know, what's brown? Dirt. You could say dirt. I guess.
Chocolate.
I don't even know if brown's a color on that game. Should be.
I think it is.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
It's like mostly rainbow colors, but I think there might be brown and stuff. But
yeah.
That is my number 55, Hues and Cues.
My number 54 is another one that he's already mentioned, the Las Vegas Royale.
Oh yeah, that was my 89.
I think another reason why it's higher than his is because I beat him at it, you know. And so this game, you have like just a little tray in the center where you're going to be rolling your dice. You have 6 different areas for each number on the die, and you organize them from highest amount of money to lowest, and everybody's taking turns rolling their dice and putting their dice on that
the place with the number on it, I guess.
Yeah. So whoever has the most amount of dice will get that amount of money once they get it. But if there's a tie, the third place person will get the money. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's kind of what hurt you, and then the other person too, because that was playing.
I tied.
Because you guys like kept fighting for it, and then I got for one of them, the biggest one, which was the 6th one. I got quite a bit of money for that one because you guys were fighting.
Canceled each other out once.
And then I did it again, or I fought against somebody else for a while. But I ended up just going for the 2nd place, which was still quite a bit of money. So, But yeah, you just keep doing that. There's
3 rounds, I think.
Yeah, but isn't there tokens too that you can spend to
re-roll your dice, I think.
But then they're also worth points. How did you get those tokens? I forgot.
You just got 2 every round or something.
Oh, okay. All right, but yeah, then you have those tokens that they count as money at the end of the round or at the end of the game, but you can spend them to reroll. So yeah, that is my number 54, Las Vegas Royale.
My number 54 was 29 last year. It's another game that we haven't played in multiple years. It might have been 2 years.
Dang.
I don't know. We bought it I think it might have been 2 years now, which is crazy because we need to do it. It is a legacy game. It is Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We need to just straight up start over it and complete it because, it's my number 54 this year, and it's dropped a bit because we haven't played it in years, but it's still higher than regular Pandemic for me, and that's just because it does a bunch of crazy stuff and you have stories and all that. And so basically Pandemic with extra steps after, and you can play, I believe there's 12 scenarios, I think, because one for each month, I believe. And you can only try one twice, so if you lose twice, you just move on to the next one. And it'll hurt you later or something, so... Yeah, that is an interesting game.
Yeah, I didn't even rate that one because I couldn't remember it at all.
Oh,
so
really? completely wiped it.
Yeah, because
Fair enough.
Yeah, I honestly do not even remember playing it.
Basically,
so long.
pandemic with some ooh and ah moments, I guess. So that is my number 54, Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
My number 53 is Counterattack. This is a soccer-themed game that you are literally playing soccer. So you both have your deck of cards with players, and you get to pick who your players are, how you're setting up your players. So if you're a big fan of soccer, this is a really good game to get. Michael isn't a huge fan, but he probably doesn't really know exactly how soccer works, because every time I beat you by getting goals in from the corner, because you don't put your defender at the corner like you should in soccer.
Oh, maybe that's why, I don't know. Last time we played, she literally just kept scoring goals right off the kickoff on me, and so I went from that game being like, oh, this is going to be amazing, to it dropped off my top 100. It's barely off. It's like 119, so I mean, it's kind of close. But we haven't played that in a while either.
Yeah, and I like soccer, so it was really fun for me to be able to because like I said, that I did score quite a few goals from corner kicks, literally corner kicks, where everybody who knows about soccer, when a corner kick happens, you want to have somebody at each goal post to block it, and he didn't, so...
I think my guys just sucked at headers.
So we're just going?
And my goalie sucked. You have to get there's 4 goalies you can choose from, and if you get the crappy goalie, it hurts.
Yeah, and then if you are really into the game, I think you said you can buy because in the base game,
there's a lot of expansion packs.
Yeah, in the base game you don't get the famous soccer players that everybody knows in the game, but yeah, you can buy the expansion packs like you said to spice things up.
Or there's a template thing online you can make your own, I guess, if you wanted to.
Yeah,
so that would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. That is my number 53, Counterattack.
My number 53 is a new game to the list this year, and I played it one time, and it's kind of like 7 Wonders, the regular 7 Wonders, as you're drafting cards, and a lot of people think it's the killer of 7 Wonders. It's a Wonderful World. On It's a Wonderful World, you draft the cards just like 7 Wonders, but then your cards produce goods, and then you're trying to get points based off that, and then some things will tell you if you have this many of these cards or these symbols, you get points at the end of the game for it. The guy that taught me the game, I beat him, but we played with somebody else at the same time who clobbered us. It was like 120 to 61 to 59 or something.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he doubled my score and I got second. I was learning, so I can blame it on that a little bit, but it's an interesting game. There's also 5 different starting... Is there 5? 5 different starting cards that you can play with. So it's different scenarios, I guess. If you want to play differently, there's a couple asymmetric ones and a couple of them where everybody starts with the same cards. So it's pretty cool. But that is my number 53. It's a Wonderful World.
At 52, I have another game that's been already mentioned by Michael. It is Libertalia.
Oh, wow.
This is a game that Michael, again, like he said, was kind of pretty hyped about, but didn't really meet up to his expectations. But I really enjoy it. Like he said in the previous video, everybody starts out with the same deck of cards, and you're just pretty much all playing at the same time, and everybody gets to choose which card they're playing. But because everybody has the same cards, it's pretty interesting to see what each person does as their technique or strategy for the game. And then on the card itself, there's numbers on it, so the lowest numbers go first.
For the day action, but they go last for the night action.
And then the highest numbers...
Or dusk action, or whatever it is. Yeah, it's dusk.
So yeah, the lowest numbers go first during the day actions, and then the highest numbers go first during the dusk action. During the dusk actions, then you get some tokens and stuff that will help more towards the end of the game to get points and just different things that you could do. And I think there's even swords, so you can like even take people out.
You can take people out before they even take that action. So they don't even get anything.
Yup. So yeah, pretty fun game. That is my number 52, Libertalia.
My number 52 was She Mentioned, so it's a crossover from earlier. I don't think this video. But it is an Uwe Rosenberg game, and I like it better than Patchwork, even though we only played it one time. And it is New York Zoo. It is Patchwork Plus, is what I would call it. Because Patchwork with animals, and the animals can breed, and then you get another animal during the breeding thing, which is really cool. Because I think it does it per tile, not just per animal type. So if you have like 2 meerkats here, 2 meerkats here, and 2 meerkats here, they all breed, I think, if I remember correctly. As long as they're all on different tiles. I could be wrong.
I can't remember.
We only played it once.
Yeah,
but I think it's an underrated game because nobody talks about it, but it's not bad. I really think it's better than Patchwork. Even at 2 players. Because you play it the same way, but you got a little bit more game. Maybe if you want more of a game, I would pick that one. But you can also play up to 5 players or solo. It's got a solo mode too. Haven't played that, but that's my number 52, New York Zoo.
At my number 51 is Pandemic.
Nice.
Does it surprise you?
Kind of, actually.
Kind of?
It used to be higher than that, I would assume.
Yeah. We just, like we've talked about earlier in previous videos, this game, when we first got into board games, we like played this game a ton, like over and over and over and over and over and over. And because of that, I think we just kind of got tired of that there wasn't very much replayability.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Because, I mean, you have that one map and that's all it is, and you just have the same 5 types of diseases, and you're just trying to cure those same 5 types. So after a while, you kind of figure out, okay, this is kind of what I need to do, how I need to go about this, and then, yeah. So, but we did recently play it again, and we actually enjoyed it a lot more because it was a long time since we've played it.
Good play since we didn't play it for a couple years.
Yeah, so yeah, we did really good on that game. I think another aspect to it, though, is if there is one player that is a Michael that knows what we should be doing, it can kind of get played.
I think you call that
person.
Alpha gamer or something like that. The person that takes control over everybody and says, you should do this and you should do that. I do that.
Yeah. So
I want to win, okay?
So I did see that happening, especially when my little sister was playing.
But yeah. She was new, so that was
we were trying to help, yeah. So, but that is my number 51, Pandemic.
My number 51 was 32 last year, and we made videos all over the place about this, so there should be a card here to click on, and that is Dutch Blitz. We made an unboxing.
Wow.
Did you think it was lower than that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my almost top 50, 51. So yeah, we made an unboxing video of how to play, a playthrough. We need to do reviews and stuff on that game because it's pretty fun. It's like the card game Speed. Everybody gets a deck of 40 cards for each player, and it's just the back is in their color. And it's kind of like a Speed solitaire game. You're but with each other. You're trying to play low numbers and same colors on top of each other, go in ascending order, and trying to get rid of your 5 cards from your Dutch pile. 10 cards. Yeah, 10. So, yeah. That is my number 51 and the last one of this video, Dutch Blitz. If you guys made a 60 to 51, let us know in the comments below. I would love to read it. Smash the like button, subscribe. If you haven't seen our other videos, you can go ahead and click on those, and I'll throw a couple things right here to click on if you want to. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in our top 50.
We'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.